What's up, everybody? Welcome to an all-new episode of SCNS Live, the Super Cool Nerd Show. Thank you for joining us out there, patiently waiting in the Super Cool Nerd Nation for another night of news. Oh, God, that sounds terrible.
What about it sounds terrible?
So I think it was more me. I was just too loud. Did you just mute it?
No, I muted the board just to see. Don't worry about it. Keep going.
Okay. Sorry, I was trying to hear the audio. Okay, that actually sounds better. Maybe that was just me being too loud and blowing out my microphone.
Maybe.
Or it was duplicate audio. I don't know. Sounds much better now. Anyway, thank you for joining us out there, guys, for the week of news, nerds. And we are going to a pretty good con this weekend, Dallas Fan Festival. I like the Fan Festival show just because it's a little bit more laid back. It's not Fan Expo levels of holy shittery.
Yeah.
You know,
it's also not in downtown Dallas, which can be fun to park in.
I don't know. It is at
Although parking did
Irving.
skyrocket over the last 2 years, I think.
Yeah, Irving's kind of gross to park in, though.
Yeah. You do have a dart station right there.
I'm weighing my options. Okay, let me turn this down because I can hear myself. I'm weighing my options because I don't want to get on the train. I have been on jury duty this week, and I've been riding the train all week.
You had a bad experience.
I had to deal with the dude with the screwdriver.
Yep.
And normally I am quite well armed. Yep. Not when I'm going to the courthouse. So it was an interesting and fun time for me.
Did you take your most important weapon?
What's my most important weapon?
Your brain.
I was thinking your
words. Yeah, that would be nice when they...
your words.
The pen, we've all heard, is mightier than the sword. Is maybe the pen the most important weapon?
I'll take the pen here.
No, none of those were helpful.
My bad.
I'm not going to lie. There is actually an anime where that is proven.
Of course there is.
And it's amazing.
Of course there is.
Okay, but in a theoretical sense, aren't all animes proof of that concept? They draw them.
I mean, fair, but also, like, you're watching this dude rewrite the story so that the good guys win.
That's dope.
It's called it's called Princess Tutu. Everyone should watch it. I'm not even kidding.
Okay, so Dallas Fan Festival has pretty much turned into the reunion of the CW network.
Seriously.
There's no way they did not intentionally do this.
They do this a lot, though. Like, they know that people will come out for Superman and also other people.
It's very themed.
I think they don't know. I think they are like, if we put enough of them together, somebody's got to have a draw factor.
Yeah.
Which is very much how Legends of Tomorrow started.
Yeah.
I mean, we've got pretty much everyone from Flash appearing there. Grant Gustin. Let's see. Willa Holland, Tom Cavanaugh. Well, he was in Flash. You got Katie Lotz, David Ramsey. I mean... Jeez, man.
Is my girl Candace Patton going to be here?
Candace Patton will be there.
Candace Patton is there. Look at that.
Stephen Amell is suspiciously missing.
Carlos Valdez, who's on Flash. John Wesley Shipp, who's been Flash on 2 different shows.
Time.
So,
but more importantly,
we have
Candace
I just noticed that Stephen Amell canceled, and so did Tim Daly.
Yeah. Stephen Amell doesn't surprise me. He's been going through some stuff.
Really?
He didn't support the actors' strike. Like, there's been some weird stuff around Stephen Amell over the past year.
He didn't do it right anyway, because there was an apology tour.
Yeah, there's a whole thing. More importantly, Manny Jacinto's going to be there.
Wait, it's not Jacinto?
Not to my knowledge.
Really?
And I've always heard it pronounced Jacinto.
Okay.
I don't know that I've ever heard him say his own last name.
Yeah.
But I've always heard Jacinto for him specifically.
Well, if you watch anything on the CW with Arrow, Flash, Legends of Tomorrow, or Superman, just come to this show because they're going to be.
First of all, we can't skip right past Tyler Hoechlin as Superman and his...
Who? I'm just kidding. No.
The sexiest.
I really like his Superman. I cannot deny that.
I like his Superman too.
And by the way, Manny, if you're watching this, I'm going to need to know how to pronounce your last name before I'll ever consider taking it.
Am I crazy?
Mrs. Cat Jacinto, maybe?
Jacinto, Jacinto. I'm just kidding. I don't need to know, except to not
Oh,
embarrass myself.
Am I crazy? Was Tyler Hoechlin on Teen Wolf?
Tyler Hoechlin was on Teen
Okay.
He
Wolf.
was the daddy Teen Wolf when there
Oh,
were
okay.
He
baby
was the
Teen
daddy
Wolves.
Teen Wolf, yes.
I was sitting here trying to figure out why the name was familiar. I knew it was from my Tumblr days.
Yeah.
But I couldn't figure out why.
He
Now
was
I know.
on Teen Wolf, which was a startlingly good show for at least its first 3 seasons.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You know,
A
like
surprisingly small artist list. One I like to touch on, though, just artist spotlight. Lawrence Reynolds, great local artist, does some good work. There's his Mark Hamill. Might be a friend of mine. I'm kind of going to push my people all the way. But the main thing I'm looking forward to this show, and I got money to burn, the vendors list. Because last time we were there, we found that nice Savage Crucible company who was making like the kind of custom D&D character action figures that were really good. So it was kind of like that show. You know, you can... The artists and celebrities are all on the outer rim. And
Yeah.
everything is kind of... One person that you've talked to before, the Scully soap.
I like that. I still have some of their soap.
How do you have that soap?
Because it lasts a long time.
It lasts a long time, and also I don't get. It's like a bath specific product. I don't get to take a bath I
that
take
makes
showers.
Who does in this
regularly? I don't get
So
to
they
take
took
like
bath
a bath
bombs, and they're like, "Oh, shower steamers are the same thing, though." And it's like, no, they're not. Everybody knows they're not. But it
I'm
was
like, honestly,
smart
how dare you.
because we don't get to take baths that
Yeah.
often.
But we're not officially on the guest list, but we will be there as kind of guests. And we're going to be asking questions for shorts on the channel. We've got a couple of good ones, I think, this time around. But if you haven't noticed the bling on these ladies here, y'all
We've
put in
been
some work.
busy.
These are all made by us.
They are handmade. I even got one in our colors and instantly was like, give me that. Right on there. Right on there.
You took it, is the story we're going with? It wasn't freely offered to you by a generous friend?
I think it was...
Aren't you inviting people to run up and steal our bracelets this weekend?
Well, I mean, apparently y'all are offering these up as generous gifts
Please
to people.
come up to us. Please swap, take.
Become
We
friends
love
with
these,
us.
yeah.
This is a really cool...
Isn't there like a way to like that you're supposed to swap them where it's like you make
There's
a heart
a whole thing, yeah.
and then
What?
like you make a heart with
Yeah.
your right hands and the right hands are your tradesies
I think
and your
so.
left hand is like what
See,
you want to
I've never
keep.
been to a Taylor Swift concert,
I-
so
I have also never been to one, nor will I, because I just do not want to.
Too expensive.
This is from like the festival and rave circuit.
this is originally, a long time ago
It was
there was
before
a thing.
any of us were born, apparently.
Yeah. There's been a recent rave circuit where, I do believe it's the heart, and then you swap, and then got even bigger with the Taylor Swift circuit. But I think that's it. You make a heart and then you swap bracelets. But if you don't have a bracelet, that's absolutely fine. I'm happy to give you one of mine. First of all, because I do have a texture issue, so please come up and take a bracelet.
A what
I
now?
can't. It's
too
a lot.
many.
It can be a lot to have these
You
for a
look
long
like,
time.
Like the guys on martial arts with the rings on their arms.
Yeah.
The weighted rings. It's nothing like that.
You're
I do
not-
like mine. It's very simple.
You're not
It can be
allowed-
confused
Is our
as
colors?
patriotic, almost.
Oh no. No, patriotism's fine. I feel
Patriotism
very
is good.
I feel very patriotic in
Thank
this
you.
particular election
Exactly.
cycle.
Anyway.
You're not allowed to come take them off me, but I will give them in exchange for participation in our short videos.
Was mine purposely made kind
Or
of
if you
simple,
ask
though?
nicely.
Just-
I didn't know if you would take to like a pastel rainbow type of a vibe,
Okay,
so I
cool.
thought maybe
I
something
appreciate that.
mask
This is,
it up a little
This
bit.
is more me. Thank
Yeah.
you very much.
She was right about how big your wrists are.
Huh?
Yeah,
What?
There were arguments about sizes of wrists,
because I have the wrist of a 5-year-old child, so I just made it
and I have
big.
a surprisingly small wrist for my larger hands.
I mean, I've got room in it.
yeah, that's
That's-
about how
that's
it should
about
be.
how
it
it
should
should
be
be.
stretchy enough
Oh,
to like.
okay.
We were
well-
worried it would be too big.
Oh, okay. Well, thank you. I
I was
appreciate
happy
the
Cora
extra.
liked hers.
Anyway,
I love
so not only are we doing some funny videos, we're giving little gifts away. So please come over. Hopefully we'll be able to talk to somebody too. We have some lovely new sound gear that we want to try out on the floor.
There's also the Critter Crew has a room.
Oh, yes, our friends.
I don't remember what the room is, and I can't find it. I will try and find it. Community Zone 4, Level 3, Meeting Room 4 looks like what it is.
Also, shout out to them. They just announced FateCon
Yes.
Part 2. in
Love that.
September, which I was like, no, I need it now.
Yeah, it
I
takes a
need
long time, but to book this stuff in
know.
advance, especially when you don't have to schedule.
But congrats to them. Yeah, we plan to definitely attend some FateCon.
I mean, FateCon's cool and all, but are they rewriting us more actuallys? Because I feel like we need to do those
That was a great,
every time.
That was
It was
a great
such a
thing.
fun panel.
I loved it.
But yeah, go check them out. Check out Dallas Fan Festival this weekend. Saturday and Sunday, Irving Convention Center. We'll be there, and hopefully we'll see y'all there too.
Yep.
Anyway, so let's go ahead and do what we do and kick this thing off with some super cool nerd news. Okay, so real quick hit. God of War was going to be, is in development for Prime Studios, and unfortunately, they have done the Blade treatment, and they are starting from scratch all over again. Yes, announced in 2022, we thought we were going to see the adventures of possibly older Kratos. I don't know. I kind of want to start
Maybe angry Kratos.
I kind of want to start from the beginning. Yes, clean shaven, in his prime somewhat. Yes, Kratos was clean.
I was thinking he had a no.
Oh no! Wait,
Did he have a good tail? He had a little squirrel tail, I think. A little soul patch.
Okay, well, a little bit more clean shaven. I don't know. Are we gonna go straight to boy? Or are we gonna start off with angry Kratos? But yes, Sony Pictures Television has also they've with Amazon has reportedly just read multiple scripts for the series. They had one, and then they got rid of their showrunner, Rafe Judkins, and executive producers Hawk Ostby and Mark Vergas. They have all departed the project. The only person that's left is Corey Barlog as executive producer, and of course,
It's Corey Barlog,
I have to
though.
tell you why that's good in a second. And who else? I didn't want to cut
well,
you
that's
off.
all the PlayStation, because PlayStation has their own production company. They're doing
Yeah.
their own.
Corey
So, of course,
Barlog as EP is the only thing that you need to stay steady in this.
Really?
He has been part of the development team since the early days, I think starting with God of War maybe 2, the OG2 was part of the team. And Barlog was entirely responsible for the Nordic reboot. Like, he's the one who, minor spoilers for God of War, I guess, who made the decision to take his blades away and have a relationship with his son. And the perspective that it's written from, where it never, there's not a cut scene, it always transfers. He is the Nordic God of War, guy. And him being EP on it, especially since he tweeted recently that he said back to the mothership and didn't say much else. My feeling is that he got there and fired people. That's what I would guess, maybe. But, the most important part of the TV development for me is that he's the EP.
All right, well, I'm going to trust your judgment on that. You're probably more familiar with this person's work, but
I don't know what you're talking about. I'm not obsessed with God of War.
Or Corey Barlog
in a
specifically.
world where we're more concerned about, all these people being removed from projects and not the best possible project being produced,
Yeah.
this could be a good thing. I don't know about Blade, because it just keeps happening, but
Yeah. I do believe that this is an absolutely fine thing, and it is because Corey Barlog is still involved. He is responsible for almost every good thing that you like about God of War.
okay then.
Yeah.
Especially the Norse reboot.
Okay, that's where I'm gonna trust my friends here.
So it's
On what they're
not
saying
great
here.
news. We're just more waiting.
Yeah, this is 2 years of development that's down the drain,
Yeah.
pretty much.
But
Yeah.
Corey Barlog is how you make sure that they never cast Chris Pratt as Kratos.
Oh God. Oh,
It was a meme.
Oh, Lord.
It was
Or
so
Tom
funny.
Holland.
Yeah, can't you
Love
just
Tom
be
Holland.
Atreus.
Bad casting
it could be
choice.
Atreus, Okay.
He could be, even now, he's still a little twink. He could absolutely be.
Did you just call him?
Tom Holland?
Tom
Yes.
Holland is a twink. I don't know what to tell
1,000% is a
you.
twink.
He likes women.
Trust your queer friends.
He likes women, but
He likes women, but he's body type.
Yeah, he body type. He is a.
Put him next to
I have so
Christopher
many
Judge.
questions. to
That's
ask
fine
off
with
camera.
me.
Anyway,
That would
Oh,
look
why not? Why
appropriate.
not on camera? Let's go.
no, because we got news and stuff.
That's
to do.
fair.
Anyway,
It's short for Twinkle.
No, it's not. Anyway, So God of War, Amazon, started from scratch after 2 years of development, but like I said,
confident.
I'm trusting these people over here when they say it might be a
Everything's
good thing.
fine.
So there we go. All right, who's hitting it up next? Kat? We'll just go straight down the line this week.
In lieu of like a lot of more traditional stories that we could have brought to you,
Take you on a journey.
let's take you on a journey. So Cass and I are in the middle and towards closer to the end than the beginning journey of trying to watch close to 30 horror movies in 30 days. It's a lot of horror movies.
It is a lot of horror
How's
movies.
it been going for you, Cass?
It's been going really well. I feel like we hit the peak of horror last night where we watched Saw 10, the absolute pit of the Saw franchise. With Jigsaw as a cancer-ridden boomer being scammed. Please check out our reviews on our website. They're not the most appropriate, maybe.
And like, of
from a
course,
critical standpoint.
if you've seen Saw 1, 2, and 10, and if you see Saw 10, you're not going to want to see anything else that that they made. Please go read my review. I was
Yes.
very proud of it. It's excoriating. It's excoriating. I didn't like Saw 10 much, and most of our reviews are a lot more nuanced than the one I gave it after I watched Saw 10. But I do think it was my most entertaining review that I've done this season.
I do not think it's the worst movie that we've watched. I think that trophy does go to the Watchers for the
that
absolute incomprehensibility of it.
one. Okay. Admittedly, I watched The Watchers
We
after.
still saw it.
I watched it after reading y'all's
After
review.
why? What happened?
Because I've been
Tell
on
me what
jury
happened,
duty for a
Jason.
week, and I needed pain and liquor. That's what I needed.
That was another good review, too. Was like,
What physically?
we answered as many questions in the review as the movie does.
Yeah.
But there's
Which
also no
isn't fair.
spoilers.
I don't want to get into all of it, but yeah. Please go over to Super Cool Nerd Show because y'all have been putting in work.
Almost
people
every
have been
day.
liking them. Yeah, I'm digging it.
So you're saying, I do want to quick. You're saying worst so far has been Saw 10?
By everything. By everything.
I think best so far for me has been Quiet Place Day 1. I thought it was an absolute masterpiece. I think you might have a different one.
I liked Quiet Place a lot. I liked, okay.
We got a list ready for us.
No, I don't know that I have a different one. I really did like it a lot.
Scream also slapped pretty hard. The
Scream-
2022.
Oh, Scream. The 2022 Scream. If you loved any of the original Screams, you should watch the 2022 Scream.
It's
It
really
is as
good.
like
I-
meta
Yeah.
and slasher-y with a little
I
seriousness.
can't
And
respect
updated.
him.
Updated for modern horror, which I really appreciated.
Yeah, with like why their phones aren't available in entirely believable ways. Like, it was a lot of fun to watch. There's a
Yeah.
whole big, and right off the top, they introduce a love interest, and then they're like, well, is he? Is he one of the...
Is he a killer?
What
He's
can
the
you...
Ghostface is the worst.
Yeah.
I'm not convinced he could like murk me.
That's definitely part of it.
Well, there's not a lot of black guys in the movies. Because, probably no. You'd be
I'm
too
just
This is,
He's
for
the
dumb,
worst.
this is
Not a
definitely a
lot of-
movie for dumbass white people.
Yeah, it's not just a movie for dumbass white people. A lot of the victims are women,
That's true.
so like you're definitely not the target demographic.
Okay.
You know who else
the
is
death.
an iPhone users?
Yeah.
I mean, not that I'm trying to come off as a tough guy. It's just that he does.
Yeah.
I feel like I could shoot the fade with him and win. All right. If he's got a knife, big deal. I literally have to. So just-
Doesn't he also have a gun at one point?
I got those.
I only saw the first
I
one
just-
I
because
only
that
saw
was
the first one. I don't know.
I saw more than the first one. I don't remember entirely like all
My
of the
chances
stuff.
are pretty
But there are
good.
guns and knives around him.
I
I'm
just feel
saying,
like my chances are pretty
I
good.
feel like you can scare a lot of people anyway, and also you're just too smart to be taken down by this dumbass.
Yeah.
Okay, I appreciate
yeah.
that at least, but
And I would hope I would
that's
be
why
too. Like,
that's why
you're smart.
Ghostface is like the worst to me.
yeah, you
That's
wouldn't run up
absolutely
the
fair.
stairs when the door is right there.
I like that you say he's the worst, and I'm like, well, you're not supposed to root for the killer
Yeah.
that hard. And speaking of rooting for the killer that hard, what's another one you didn't
Ooh.
like so much?
Speak no evil. I definitely rooted for the killer because
Wow.
the main couple was such. I don't.
They were so polite.
I'm trying to think of a polite term. Dumbass is, I think, is the most polite term that I can
So
think of. For these
Oh,
people.
that
to
one.
offend.
Just absolutely. This is the James McAvoy.
Yes.
And you do. He lays.
Is that
He
why
lays
you
flat
root
on
for
a
the
bed,
killer?
so you can see the nice, the curvature of his ass, which did make me root for him a lot more. But also, just James McAvoy is amazing, and I will
But
root
also,
for
they
him at all.
thirst trapped him in this
So hard.
as a killer. Like he
The
was
last
like,
part, he's like in a
"Hey."
ripped tank top, and he's like coming
He's
for you, and
a
you're like,
little
to
bit
do what?
bloody and a little bit sweaty, and at one
You're
point
like, wow,
he
look,
rips off his shirt to dive into the lake.
it's
and
so weird
whatever,
that you
and
got
he's just
splashed
like,
with acid, but like,
Oh.
what's up?
Do you need help?
Was tonight just an excuse so you could talk about that one scene?
It mostly.
Yeah.
All right, cool.
No,
Just wanted to
not
make sure.
just that. We wanted to promote her review because we've been trying to contribute more written content.
And you've been doing a fine job of it.
And it's
been some good,
Halloween.
there's been some good
Halloween.
content on the site this week.
Yeah.
I got sent. I
Yeah.
leaked photos of Hasbro's next HasLab. It's the Ecto One, which impressive. It's going to be announced because also New York Comic Con is going on this weekend.
Yep.
So check that out. Of course, check out Bandai. They've got some cool stuff, and not because we like those guys.
Yeah.
But anyway,
Also, yes, we like those guys. Also,
do like those guys, we do.
We liked their product line first, and then we found out they were cool.
Yeah.
What?
yeah, I even bought like brand new figure arts from Demon Slayer. What's his name? I can't think of it.
Tanjiro.
Tanjiro. That.
Oh no, Compaccio.
Surprisingly found it at Walmart, which I'm kind of pissed about.
Wild.
Fine SH figure arts. Anyway.
Yep. Check it out. We're having a grand old time most of the time, especially when we're
Yeah.
not watching Midsommar, which is not a fun time. Good time, not a fun time. Yeah, check out our reviews.
There's ebbs and flows.
There
They're
is
pretty
ebbs
good.
and flows.
Please
It's a
check
great
out those
movie.
stories.
It's a bummer.
And we trade off like who's writing them, and
Yeah.
you should let us know who's right more of the time.
Have you got a story, or was this all just a?
No, this is us.
That was a contribution. there?
Mostly
Oh, cool. Very
is
nice.
like it's a little slow news week kind of moment.
Okay, well, I got some stuff. But anyway, Cora.
Oh.
Yes. She's like, I got around to it
Yeah, that
too
was my
quickly.
thing.
Okay. Anyway, I have a movie adjacent.
Hooray!
So, Toho, one of the biggest producers of movies and other content in Japan, has officially bought out G-Kids. G-Kids is a distributor of Japanese media, more specifically like to theaters and physical goods, like DVDs and such. If you saw Weathering with You or Promare in theaters, you can thank G-Kids for that. And they've also been bringing over a lot of stuff. And Toho acquired them this week. Like the deal went through this week so that they could have finally a grasp on like a physical and theatrical kind of distributor in that market, like so they can work together on this.
I feel like you mentioned that this deal was going before.
Yeah,
You were
I don't
revisiting this one.
Yeah, I don't remember when I had mentioned it, but yeah, it's a deal that was in the process, and we weren't sure of details.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, it's gone through.
That was like months ago.
Yeah, everyone is excited about this. Honestly, like it sounds like it's a good deal for both parties. They're officially a part of Toho International in California, and they're going to be working with them to bring some of their stuff over here into theaters. Maybe we'll see some more like Godzilla stuff
Ooh.
brought over.
I mean,
which would
Let's
be
go.
amazing.
Toho has a long and tenured name in this business.
Oh,
And
yeah.
just of course making plenty of movies that I love to watch, but
Toho.
with the way they've been partnering it up with American cinema to bring us things like Godzilla -1, which
Yeah.
was amazing, and even like some of the Shin Kamen Rider series that we saw, and Shin Godzilla actually.
Yeah.
These more movies in theaters are good for all of us, especially when it's things across the damn Pacific Ocean we can't get.
They
Yeah.
also
I'm so happy about this.
They also made one of my favorite horror movies that nobody has liked except like my roommates, and that is House. It is a Oh, you know how soon.
I'm aware of it. I have not watched it yet. It's on my list.
Of course, thinly veiled attempt to get other people to like things she likes.
Yeah, exactly. I will
least you're
take
honest.
it.
I didn't realize that it was those people.
Yeah,
That's
it is. It is
yeah.
a Toho movie that was made in the 70s. They reached out to a guy to make it. He was very excited. This is the only movie he's ever made. He never made another one after this. He was chill with it after. It was co-written by his, at the time, elementary school daughter. He would explain, like, all right, this is going to happen in this scene. What should happen next? The head should be in the well. Okay.
Ooh.
And just would go from there. So it does go in weird places. It was really funny. One of my friends guessed everything that was going to happen. She was hella drunk. Guessed everything. Nobody else knew what was happening. I was banned from bringing movies to that group ever again.
I mean, I am excited about this just because
Yeah.
with all the Promare stuff, we got like one night showings of those or like 2 night
Yeah.
showings. But like, I think Shin Kamen Rider actually like ran for a week, and then of course, Godzilla -1 had a full theatrical run over here. I'm super excited about this, man.
And see, with Promare, since it wasn't an already existing IP, it was its own thing. That makes sense that it had more of a limited run, and they actually did extend it a little.
And people showed up for that though.
Oh yeah, they showed up for every showing, quite deeply.
Mm-hmm.
But things like Shin Godzilla or Kamen Rider, those are IPs that have already existed. They have a lot of fan stuff behind them. Of course, they're going to have longer runs. But regardless, Toho and G-Kids working together, not only are we going to get more theatrical releases on stuff that Toho has and G-Kids have, but also it means that we're going to get better physical media for those things. So we're going to get official releases. We could probably get an official US release of Shin Godzilla on DVD and Blu-ray instead of having to get the Japanese version and hope that you have a PlayStation or DVD player that can do region unlock kind of stuff.
We get desperate.
Not to mention like sound mastering
Yeah.
made for these systems.
I mean, it felt real nice to have that physical copy of Godzilla -1 in my hand. I will admit.
Yeah.
That was,
And also, G-Kids already has a pretty good market in Japan as well. I mean, they're the distributors for Ghibli movies over there, for example. So like this is just 2 powerhouses working together to make media more accessible, and I'm always about that.
Yeah.
Especially in markets where they actually do regulate so they don't become monopolies. Unlike here where you have to be like, are they going to stop making things that I like because they're
Is
together?
Disney going to delete Willow the TV show forever?
Yeah.
so nice.
What's going to
Well, now I'm
happen
sad.
to any of the shows I wanted to see, and where's Daredevil?
Yeah.
Anyway,
We actually saw his first suit at New York Comic Con for the new show.
it was cool.
I mean, it looks like the suit that we've seen before. I like it. I mean, everybody's like, where are the double Ds? And I just kind of laugh at that comment. But, you know, tongue in cheek. Oh, don't even. Stop.
They're everywhere.
This show is not about your tits.
Neither of you. Both of you are rocking like H's, so I don't want to hear about
Actually, yes.
This show is not about y'all's
Do we
tits.
want to get into
Please stop.
specifics?
We
It's
don't
not
I
about
want a family-friendly fucking show.
Oh yeah, and if you're
Edit that shit
friendly,
out.
if you're family fucking friendly, don't read my review of Saw out loud.
Oh,
Because
yeah.
for the first time I was like,
Okay, I haven't read that one yet.
Yeah.
she
I
was
was
Anyway.
choice
mad.
words about Amanda.
Bring it back around and go on there. Anyway.
Hey,
So, yay. Production companies. I've got a weird one.
Go on.
I want to start this off with a story. When I was in the Navy, I was trying to tell someone they needed to take care of their teeth because as an adult, this is it. I try to take care of my teeth. And someone interjected that while telling someone this, just, yeah, because then you have to wait for your tooth to grow back. And instantly made me, hold up, you stop for a second. What? To which I got a whole thing about how he explained to me how your teeth will grow back. At least that's what he believed. To which I totally forgot everything else I was talking about in the moment and had to focus on someone believes that your teeth grow back like fucking sharks. I'm sorry to drop the F-bomb.
Again.
But now, in
For the like 5th time this episode.
in 2024, we have done trials where teeth can grow back possibly. I kid you not. Basically, a
place.
drug, and that could be going to market as early as 2030. They have seen success. They actually began this in September. 30 adult males were intravenously given the drug. This is a phase 1 study on safety and efficacy. But they have seen success with ferrets.
Okay.
Yeah. Basically, it contains an antibody for the gene USAG1. This inhibits the growth of teeth by binding to a growth factor called BMP. The first phase of the trial was held at a hospital in Kyoto, Japan, involving individuals who are at least missing one tooth. I'm sorry, that's the test group they're doing now. Let's see. I'm trying to get to where they've done the testing. They're planning for this drug to be available, like I said, within 6 years. They have had success with ferrets, whom they've been testing on for some reason, that it lost teeth. Also, rodents with no adverse effects. And yeah, the formula has shown enormous potential to trigger the reemergence of lost dentition, which I didn't know that was a word, with a single dose being sufficient to bring a tooth back.
I have a question.
Go ahead.
So we know that potentially we can bring teeth back. Can we bring teeth back where we want them? Because I don't want a tooth growing out of my arm.
Like I said, they have seen the success up to one dose with bringing back teeth in rodents, and now we have a test group of human beings. One dose. Can you imagine this? Seriously. Like,
I can't stop imagining it. I've
As
had
someone
dental
who's-
issues my whole life, but also like, here's
someone-
the teeth in your eyeball.
I mean, as someone that was it is administered right to the area, and that's where the
Okay.
tooth is.
See, that
really
makes me feel significantally better.
Yeah, it is
Then is it at the injection point? Yeah, my injection point was in my butt.
I am going to be following this
Butt
story
teeth.
very
It
closely.
goes in a big muscle,
Now that
you know,
we've-
like vaccination.
But now that we move to human trials, I will be closely following this. As someone that, I tried to maintain my teeth, but also I did martial arts and boxing. Like, I wore all the mouth guards.
Yeah.
Like,
I have a
double,
missing, like,
double-sided.
I've got issues.
molar
Yeah.
in the back.
And even I ended up, like, losing one or two. Like,
Yeah.
But I've got an implant where one was.
Yeah.
So-
I want to know what the timeline is. Did they sprout up like an animation flower? Like, whee!
My question is, teeth come in various different sizes, shapes, and types.
Oh, if
I
this
mean-
comes out in 2030,
Oops, all fangs.
people are growing canines in 2031.
I mean, we already have
You
like
just ruined this for me.
like
I can't even focus now.
the dental bridges basically to give you fangs. But
But like,
Yeah.
if they're going to be immediately like, who's going to want these like cosmetology like
Yeah.
surgeries? They're going to be like, can we grow them back the way we want them? Because like,
Can I actually
what
have
if they're
Lestat's
shorter?
fangs? Specifically?
can I have widow fangs, please?
I don't
and
know.
thank you?
Like I said, we have started human testing on this, and I am following. Like, I'm fascinated. I'm all in.
1000%.
I want your daily notes. I need to review this.
I
because
want your teeth.
I have to see this work. Like, seriously,
Zachary quote.
just walk up on somebody and go, "Oh, I see you got one missing. All right, wait about 2 weeks and come back and see me."
Yeah.
Crazy.
We need like clinics, like pop-up clinics.
Science
It's
is
like,
freaking amazing. So yeah.
I can think of certain conventions may be more appropriate than others. But.
So I got flashes, horrible flashes, of a horrible idea, and it was because of the movie Teeth.
Yeah.
Oh,
That was that flashed in my head
Yeah.
when you went oops
you
all
stop
teeth.
now because honestly, it's
I was
something.
thinking real hand puppets.
It is something I feel strongly about, just because, like, oh god, because dental care in this country is expensive AF,
Horrendous.
and it's kind of rough when you see somebody and like, I don't like making fun of people's teeth because it's sometimes linked to poverty. Anytime you can make it
often.
easier for somebody to get dental care or any type of medical care in this country, I'm all for it.
Yeah.
So this could revolutionize things and help people when, sometimes you lose a damn tooth.
And it's really hard to be self-conscious about your smile.
Exactly.
Like, that sucks.
Yeah.
Because
There-
smiling is a natural occurrence to joy. And
Others might be like, oh, it's a cosmetic thing. No, it is actually a confidence thing, and it is necessary to have teeth. So kudos.
teeth aren't cosmetic,
and
actually.
I am all in for these human trials now. Let's
I
go.
don't know if I'm all in. Like,
Bring
I'm
on the horror
excited, but
movies.
also we've
Yeah.
been talking about horror movies a
Yeah.
lot of tonight, and I'm like,
But yeah, that's where science is these days.
Yeah.
I mean, I saw
Heck yeah.
Sandman.
Jason, is that why you put the Smile poster in there, or was that for something else?
Oh no, I put the Smile poster in for that, but also Smile.
Oh,
Go
okay.
see Smile too. It's pretty good.
I didn't
Is
put
it?
it up.
You
I,
already
I
saw it?
absolutely want to see it in theaters.
I mean, it's that and Terrifier. I gotta go see. So
I liked the first one quite a bit.
Yeah.
So-
yeah, I wanted the Smile poster in there just because it would have tied in. You know.
Yeah, I wasn't sure, so I didn't throw it up.
Fair.
But
Well, I'm gonna put it up, and I don't
okay.
know, but there's something. Anyway, go see Smile 2 and wait around for if these people's teeth grows back. I really gotta see. This.
Horrifying.
right.
real quick on Terrifier, like this isn't a story or anything. I just want to throw this out there because I found it really funny. There is a phone number you can call for complaints, quote unquote, and it's like you're
About
like,
Terrifier?
yeah, like Terrifier.
What?
But people like Karens, I'm guessing, I don't know. People who don't know what Terrifier is are going to see Terrifier 3 thinking it's going to be a safe, fun time. It's not.
It's called Terrifier.
To be fair, I've seen movies called things that are sound scarier, and
Yeah.
they have been let down.
Hold up. What do they call and do? Is it like a fake
No,
line? They set up?
It is a fake line, and it's advertised like it's going to Art's phone.
Nice.
So you're
Love
calling Art the Clown to leave a message that the movie is awful.
Good, because when people saw Chappie the Robot and made
Okay,
to see Big
hold up.
Hero 6, like, that's kind of understandable. The
What's
movie
the
about the
Real
robot.
experience somebody
What's
had
the
at my
worst
movie
call
theater.
that this line is gonna get?
I-
Seriously, like
They're
I just
gonna
saw
get-
your movie and I didn't appreciate all this killing and blood. I don't know who you think you are.
Are they going to get Art the Clown on the other end?
No,
of the phone?
when I heard it, it was an automated. The one person I've heard call it, it was an automated message. I haven't called it myself.
Yeah.
Because, I don't want to invoke Art the Clown on my phone.
Yeah.
I'm just gonna start giving this number to people to call to complain about anything, really.
Oh,
Here's my
if
number.
you were a long time, if you were a girl, you had some sort of fake number on lock that you could give in
The Art Smile.
emergency. Mine used to be random God of War
Yeah.
lines that he would scream at you.
I just had the rejection hotline.
I had that for a while.
It was just so funny to me. I would call it.
Yep.
And it had some really sound advice. Like,
Yeah.
she doesn't want you.
Leave her alone.
Y'all got more to talk about?
Yeah. Kat, it's your turn.
I mostly had that. Like, I found, and I'll be really honest, like, I found a couple of stories about, like, there are big companies like Amazon doing some, hey, filmmakers, show us how to use AI. It's going to help the little guy thing, which
No.
Amazon's not being philanthropic. That's not what's happening. Filmmakers are going to need to learn how to use AI to some extent, but like not at the expense of hiring people and just don't trust Amazon for that. Like,
No.
what's wrong with you? But it's been a slow time in like video game news, especially, and we know why.
Yeah, it was. Yeah, because there's a strike going on.
Support it.
Guys,
And we do support it, and I couldn't
Pay 'em
find
what they're worth.
anything
Quit fucking around.
more interesting
Oh,
than
I did it
the
again.
God of War.
Yeah.
You're not a
I
family
did give her
friendly
a beat.
dude.
I gave her a beat button over there.
I don't want to use it.
Sort
I
of.
like hearing everyone cuss.
Okay,
Beep beep
cool.
Richie. Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Gotcha.
I want the beepers like we had on actually to be
Yeah.
like,
She's also
"Meh."
got that.
Ding dong. Yeah.
Oh,
Yeah, I also don't know which color the buttons are
The
for
green
those.
ones.
So.
We got a new soundboard. It's why we sound so nice. It's a super
And
pretty,
new microphones. We haven't noticed these little
super
things on our
neon-
chests here.
lighty thing.
Yeah, I've been listening to the audio in the background. It sounds really good. Cash, you got anything?
Should I do point and laugh or should I do something I'm excited about?
Something you're excited about. I like.
All
let's
right,
keep
we
the
got
love.
confirmation of Ready or Not 2. If you don't know Ready or Not, it's Samara Weaving marries a guy and then gets hunted for sport by his family. It was made for, I think, $6 million, so very
Really?
low budget. She's fantastic. It has Adam Brody, which I guess he was just bored. It's a very fun, very...
It's a really pretty kind of bottle.
Yeah, it takes place in
movie
one
in a
location, very
mansion.
very bottle episode of a movie. It was an absolute blast. We do have confirmation, not only that there is a sequel, but that Samara Weaving and the directors are returning. So, I don't know. I can't imagine that she's going to marry another billionaire who wants to hunt her for sport, but I'm interested to see what this means. I love a final girl. I love a final girl in a sequel that has nothing to do with the original.
It's hard to imagine, like, what, because people want a lot of this same energy, but, like, she wouldn't become a part of it.
She wouldn't, but if she was hunting down other assholes who have
see,
been
like, a
awful to
kidnapped
their
child.
women,
Maybe it's an
or
extended family
some
that needs to get wiped out.
something.
She does look really good in red
She
It's
looks
Samara
great in
Weaving.
red. She looks amazing in anything.
and white and any other color I've seen her in.
So, yeah, we have almost no information. I'm just excited about the potential.
Cool. I did like the first one, so yeah.
It's fun.
What do you
Oh, yeah.
call it? Because Ready or Not 2 sounds bad.
Here I come.
Yet still
Pay this woman.
ready.
This is the opportunity they missed with
Now You See
Now
Me.
You See Me. The second one should have been called Now You Don't.
Or also,
You know why it wasn't? They are making a third one. I found out today.
Oh, okay.
they also missed this opportunity with the fourth Bad Boys movie because they used it on the third one. They could have gone Bad Boys for Life for the fourth movie, but no, y'all decided to pop it off on the third one. Not even
Now-
thinking. Think,
Now,
Mark,
now,
think.
now, now,
It
you
could have
need
been
to do
Bad
a
Boys
Girls
Forever.
Eva
Yeah.
reference.
But they already did For Life. They're not Fast and Furious. They're not hacks.
Are they not?
I like
Are
the
we
Bad
going
Boys
to say
movie.
that they're not acts?
Cass and I
Anyway.
were talking about whether we should do a comedy month in February. So
Yeah.
let
I'm
us
all
know.
for that one.
So, Ready or Not 2, here I come.
Okay.
Yep, that's what it's gonna be.
Yep.
Cora, back around to you.
All right, I got two different stories to pick from. Universal Studios or Gundam?
Gundam.
Gundam.
Oh, okay.
You weren't expecting that, were you?
No, I wasn't actually.
From me, you were.
It's not fun Gundam news.
Wait, what?
It is weird. No, hold on.
Oh, no!
So, of course, this is the 45th year of Gundam, 45th anniversary of Mobile Suit Gundam. And unbeknownst to me, Gundam has a metaverse world that's not live yet, unfortunately, because I would love to see that. That's just weird enough to be interesting. But they've done a couple of events, and they're going to be doing another one for the 45th anniversary, and it is a concert starring Hatsune Miku.
What?
Hatsune Miku is leading the concert,
Love it.
or headlining the concert in a costume that is based off of various outfits worn in Mobile Suit Gundam.
Oh my God, this could work.
My goodness.
This is their first collab project. It seems like there's going to be more to this collaboration than just a metaverse concert, which, please, I love this. I genuinely love this because it's so fun. But if you are interested in attending the metaverse concert, it will be December 5th through the 9th, available in Japan and the United States. It will be free to attend, and registration is open now. So get your tickets, your free tickets, your free little, I don't know, your
This could-
Come attend the first and last hurrah of
This
the
could
metaverse.
Yeah.
This could so work. No, this could absolutely work.
Yeah.
I don't see, honestly, because I mean, look at, like, Tech is actually in the chat. Hey, what's up, Tech?
Hey.
Metaverse concerts are a thing now, huh? He wouldn't know. So, one thing we've discussed about Robotech. Robotech has a rich history with the music of Robotech.
Mm-hmm.
There's always something to do. I definitely could see giant robots and pretty young girls singing pop music. It works for
Of course
some
you
reason.
could see that. I assume that's what plays in your head when you fall asleep.
I mean, yes, it does, honestly. Anyway.
Not that young though. Just pretty girls and robots.
I mean, yeah, it was a kid. I was a kid at one point, too.
Yeah.
Anyway, believe me, it was a long time ago.
My wish list for this, and it's a very short wish list.
Uh-oh.
It's a one item wish list for this concert, and that is I want to hear Hatsune Miku covers of Gundam openings, specifically specifically Wild Beat Communication from Gundam Wing, because it's already a techno beat. It's perfect. It is right in her vein of music. It's already a female vocalist. Everything works out great. I would love that.
Plus, since Gundam animes have a tendency to change the opening music all the time, there's so much to choose from.
Yeah.
I mean,
I
I,
mean,
don't
you've got
know
a full
anything about
concert right
Gundam
here.
animes. Never mind.
I would also like a.
I worked out to Mob Psycho's intro today.
I would also like a cover of Shining Finger from G Gundam because the creator for that passed away very recently, and it would be a good
yes.
tribute.
Yeah.
Aw.
And also, it's my favorite of the Gundam openings
yeah,
for
Jack
G
put it in
Gundam.
there.
So, anyway, yeah, Miku.
Absolutely could positively work. I actually want to see this now.
Mother Miku.
I know we're going to kill things, but I did want to end with a movie review from something that I went to go, and it might be a little late to the game, but this weekend we took the whole family to go get our flu and COVID vaccines.
Hey.
And feeling like crap the next day, we still went out to watch a movie, and it was The Wild Robot. I have to tell you something. Having seen Transformers 1 and really on high about that, The Wild Robot is a perfect movie.
Is it?
This is a 10 out of 10 movie. Hands down. I cannot find fault with this movie. I've seen it twice now. Because it is a linear storyline that is solid from start to finish. A star-studded cast. Lupita Nyong'o is so good as Ross. Pedro Pascal played Trick. I can't think of the fox in there. Mark Hamill was in this. Bill Nighy, Ving Rhames, Catherine O'Hara. The cast for this movie was amazing. The plot flowed like water. And it was a beautifully animated movie. I can find... It's one of those movies I left going, where's the fault? Where's the downside of this movie? I have yet to find it.
I had no interest really in it. And your review does make me want to check
Do you
it
want to hear
out.
something crazy?
What?
I don't think you know this. Our mother went to go see Wild Robot kind of on a random
I did
day.
know this.
Yeah, and absolutely loved it. The crossover between you and our mother I didn't know that it existed.
Remember,
You're both alive.
you both have a memory from when Ronald Reagan was president. I think that's the
It's
only
the
thing I
only
can
thing
think
you
of.
have in common. And she absolutely loved this movie as well.
It was a beautiful movie, and I absolutely loved it. 10 out of 10. We'll watch again. We'll own physical copies of this. And it was, like, afterwards, it was kind of like how I felt after Transformers 1. I just sat there, like, enjoying the feeling that I had. There was no end credits scene, but I still sat there and just watched the credits because I was just like, I'm so happy with the experience I've had with this movie. There's a reason it has been in the theaters and still running strong. That movie is worth watching. It is worth watching twice. It is not a film just for kids. It is a film for everybody.
That's awesome.
I cannot recommend highly enough. Go see The Wild Robot. It's a great movie.
Who did you take because you said you went and saw it with your whole family. Did you take your whole family
Everybody.
back?
We all
Nice.
went. Yeah, we all went and we all enjoyed it.
And you all went again?
Yeah.
That's cool.
We just
I
went
like
to,
that.
Well, we did a double feature. So we went to Transformers 1 Wild Robot.
Nice.
So that was fun. But yes, I can't, like I said, I've showered so much praise on it, but I honestly can rarely say I watched a perfect movie, and I can say it after I watched that one.
I have a very similar feeling
Okay.
about a TV show. And I'm not going to get into it. I will probably write a review at some point. If you have not watched Interview with the Vampire, AMC's Interview with the Vampire,
I haven't.
please go watch it. It's one of the best TV shows I've
And
ever
if
seen
you
in my
read the
life.
book, watched the movie, hated the movie, still go watch it. Because
First season's on Netflix.
the movie was not
Kind of garbage.
anything as related
Yeah.
to the book, but the
So
TV show is.
It's a good time.
I thought you were going to say Shrinking, which started season 2 and is a perfect show.
I would dare someone to find fault with this movie.
Okay.
I
So
feel that way about
please-
Shrinking.
Oh.
Please
Yeah.
go and do it. Oh, there she goes. A kitty cat walked into the room.
And she's
She's a sweet baby girl.
Anybody have anything else they want to add? Just go see with the wild robot. It's great.
I want to make an addendum to the Art the Clown thing. Originally, the phone number was that you could call Art the Clown, and most people were getting like different versions of Christmas jingles and such. Since apparently, according to the trailers, it takes place around Christmas. I saw Santa, and I saw a clip of Art getting very happy to see Santa, and that was cute and not enough to make me watch the movie, but whatever.
Chris Jericho is in it.
That's cool.
I do love me some Chris Jericho.
That might
as
be
an actor.
Anyway. The phone number was repurposed for the complaint hotline.
Love it.
And it
Love it.
it sounds like the words are like it's a normal complaint hotline, but it does feel very sarcastic because they're going to listen to these like in a round table and just laugh at them.
Because why do you have a complaint hotline
Yeah.
for a movie? Like,
Yeah. They're just like, we already have this phone number.
yeah.
It was just playing Christmas
Love it.
music.
No, I understand them. I'm saying like,
Yeah.
it sounds sarcastic for a reason. Like,
Yeah.
that's not how you get your feedback through.
It's also, this is the third in a franchise. What do you usually do when you are going to go see the third movie of a franchise you've never seen?
Prepare for disappointment. Sorry.
You're going to look up the first two and either find out a synopsis or find out what they were. And if you walked away from the synopsis of the first one and were like, this isn't that bad,
You're wrong.
you didn't
That's a lady from the bottom up.
There's no excuse for being in a
Down.
movie called The
No, she...
Up.
He went up.
Down, up. She's upside down, but it's from
I don't even want to
down
talk about
up.
Anyways,
This movie
I don't know
is
why I
called The
continue.
Terrifier.
So-
it's the
Called
third
Terror,
one. You
like-
should have
If you-
known.
The point is, if you walked away from that one and were like, that wasn't that bad, then yeah, you're gonna be fine with Terrifier 3. If you didn't read any of those reviews, you really don't have
It's
anyone
on
to
you.
blame but yourself.
It's on you.
It's on you.
Also, one of our local stores and a friend of ours, Elm Street Toys, they have a Terrifier hacksaw replica you can buy now.
Love it.
In case you need that. Just
That is great. Do
like-
they have the little sunglasses? The little.
I
fairy
don't know
sunglasses?
about all that, but it does have a Terrifier hacksaw replica that you can buy,
Love it.
which
That's awesome.
I could go over to Lowe's and get that.
Iconic.
Anyway, but go check out Elm Street Toys. They're very, very cool. Anyway,
Right, that's all I've got.
that's
Okay.
it. All right, are we good?
We're good.
Let's start closing this show. So yes, Dallas Fan Festival this weekend, Saturday and Sunday. We will be out there Saturday. We want to ask y'all some questions and get you on camera and get some funny responses from you. We've got some pretty good questions to pick from this year, this time around. And of course, we got friendship bracelets. More coming. That's not enough for everybody. We need more. More.
You promised more live on the show, and you didn't even talk to us. We'll
Rude.
have words later.
I did what?
You just promised more on
Can't
the
promise.
show.
I can't-
We're the labor here, bud.
Anyway.
Taskmaster.
So, yes, thank you for joining us. We'll be back next week. Of course, go check out supercoolnerdshow.com where there's some great content up there for Spooky Scary Month. Congratulations to these guys. They've been working hard on it. Go check that stuff out and then check out the movies they're recommending. Of course, follow us at SCNS Live on all the socials, Blue Sky, Facebook, Instagram, Threads. I don't think there's any more after that.
No more Twitter for us.
We're
done.
If anyone asks, yes. All of our profiles are blacked out there. We protected the tweets. We are ending a relationship over there for now. Things change in the future, maybe. But we're
He might
ending with
sell
that
it.
platform. I'm keeping the name, but we're not posting there.
Yeah.
But anyway, if you want to follow us personally, you can follow me on Instagram and Threads and Blue Sky at Jason the X.
You can find me sometimes on Instagram at BetterCat, and you can find me frequently lately on supercoolnerdshow.com.
Find me on Instagram at The Good Cast and at supercoolnerdshow.com. I recommend Saw 10.
It's bad.
You can find me on Instagram at Corodono Art, and I wanted to say something about next week's show.
Oh.
Yeah. So
We're planning.
yeah, so next week's show is not going to be our normal show. It is going to be a little different. If y'all were here last year during the writer's strike, I forced them to watch a bunch of analog horror. They really enjoyed it. Kat, unfortunately, was not there with us that episode. However, this coming week, I have found 5 new horror things on YouTube. Well, not just new. Some are old, some are new. A nice smattering of the horror that indie creators can make and why YouTube is good for that. good for getting that stuff out there. So it's not just analog this time, it's a lot of other things. Actually, one was recommended by Cass, and it's one that still gives me nightmares. It's all right.
Well, we changed up our orientation then. Cool.
Yep, a little bit. So we're
Yeah.
gonna watch some. I even have a
That
palate
was
cleanser
fun.
this year.
So if you need even more horror from us, it's coming.
It's our Halloween special.
Because we will not be here for Halloween.
No.
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 We got things to do. I got candy to give out and go get with, my growing children. Anyway, so yeah.
Your
That's
children?
I'll be with Jason's growing children as well.
I guess me
teenagers
too.
now.
Like-
Anyway,
I will be sitting at home dressed like the Phantom of the Opera handing out candy.
we need to go do something. Maybe we can go out and have another free night or something.
Yes.
Party. Anyway, well, that's it for us, guys. Thank you for joining us out there. We will see you next week. And as we always say
And this
around
weekend.
here,
Keep on nerding.
Get your friendship bracelets.
Some say jail wizard.